Hello everyone, my name is Raven, and welcome to Raven Gaming Labs, and welcome back to Captain of Industry. It's been quite some time since I've played Captain of Industry, but I've been pretty excited. I've been waiting for Update 3. I've still been playing, I just didn't finish the, the video series that I was doing. I've learned a lot, and so we're going to be doing Update number 3, which adds trains, space, and asteroids. So that should be pretty cool. Okay, so we're just going to click New Game here because, it seems like a good idea to kind of start over a little bit. I'm just going to continue to play on New Haven. They've massively expanded New Haven. And, I mean, it's cool looking. So, like, what's the harm, right? Okay. So, what I want to do now... What do I want to do now? Well, I guess we'll just go straight to mechanics. So, I want to do ore sorting, because I like that. People die from starvation. People can't move without fuel. I want the infinite. I wish I could get the infinite worlds or infinite world mines. Can I do that? Hang on. Aha! There we go. That's actually exactly what I wanted. Death by starvation. There's so much stuff here. Always consume. There should be. There we go. Unlimited for the world deposits. And I'm just going to increase. You know what? That's fine. I'm not really trying to play this on the hardest possible setting anyway. I just want something that's kind of fun. I just want to have fun. Yeah, we'll leave all this stuff on standard. Yeah, always consume is fine. Rainwater yields, why not? I mean, we want it to regrow. So, but we are going to have fuel, and we are going to have power. And if we work ourselves into, a problem, we'll have to deal with that when we get there. I'm thinking like all of this is fine. No quick repair. I don't even remember what that was. Yeah, whatever. It's been some time. Okay, so we're going to call our place Duskforge, and we're just going to go ahead and launch the game. This should be more than enough. Far more than enough. So while this is generating and loading, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as well, if you do subscribe, be sure to hit that bell so you actually get updates and notifications. And if you guys would like to get early access to all my videos, as well as a members-only area in Discord, there's a join button down below, as well as a link in the description. And we're still kind of going. So my goal is to try to do like 2 videos of this every day and upload it. So there is going to eventually be quite a backlog. Not anytime soon, probably. Well, sort of. The backlog will grow, obviously, with every passing day. And for those of you that, do watch my Vintage Story videos, I will be doing Vintage Story, like, mixed in here. So, hooray. I'm just going to pause it until we get, in-game. Okay, well, I'm not really sure what the point of pausing that was, because as soon as I paused it, it basically just finished. So, that's super cool. Okay, so we need to pause that. So it actually has been a little bit of time since I have played, and naturally, of course, they have completely redone everything, really. So that's super cool. But in some ways, this is a little bit better, actually. The new interface and all is very different. Interesting. So we got to be really careful. Can't really build past this red line. I mean, I guess technically, theoretically, we could, but we'd have to like build a whole new shipyard and all that fun stuff. So that's super cool. So I'm going to assign 2 trucks to this because, you know, we kind of need our tree harvester there. And, man, I don't remember a lot of the hotkeys there. Nice. Yeah, they've... Honestly, they have changed quite a bit, actually. Okay, so we're obviously going to need food. And one of the first things I'm going to do is, you know, we're gonna start clearing all that out, because we're gonna put our farm basically like probably like right here. Something is in the way. Okay, actually, let's go back here. Yeah. Get out of my way. All right, so we'll start with just this. Man, they really did change basically everything, didn't they? I mean, I like that part, but at the same time, it's kind of confusing. So, but it looks like most things are roughly in the same spot, which works out really, really well. Also, I kind of lagged a little bit there when I zoomed way out like that, but whatever. That's fine. This is not a very high, fast-paced game anyway. How do I stop population growth in this new... Oh, that's right. I need the captain's quarters or whatever. Okay. So for research, we will get construction and then maintenance and then vehicle... Okay. We're going to get construction, maintenance, and then vehicle mining. There we go. And then once that's done, we will get the beacon and then the trade dock, and then we'll rush over for this. I don't know if we'll really, you know, get there straight away. I mean, we're obviously going to need a lab. Wow, this seems smaller. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But that's fine. Anyway, I'm going to go on ahead and have them build a lab straight away. And I'm just going to unpause this. Okay, good. I did remember most of this stuff. This whole new interface is something else. I certainly don't dislike it, though. Yeah. Waste collection. Yeah, we're actually going to need that, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird that stuff's in like multiple different, you know, locations. It's kind of strange, honestly. Okay, I'm just clicking everything. I want to get all these, you know, annoying notifications off because they kind of annoy me. Yeah, whatever. Notification center or the message center. Yeah, okay. Because I do obviously still, you know, for the most part, largely remember basically everything about the game, so that's good. Now, for waste collection, I'm going to put that there. Might as well. The other thing we're going to need, especially early on, is... where is it? Okay, I need a diesel generator. And I'm just gonna, I don't know, put it right there, I guess. Keep it out of the way. Ah, there we go. Coal maker. A coal maker would actually be a pretty good idea. We'll put it over here. And do we have storage? Probably, but maybe not. Oh, man, we didn't need that, did we? Oh, yeah, okay, good. That was just a food market. That's fine. Yep. And that'll just make a whole bunch of coal. And we'll put ourselves a nice little... Wow. They've made a lot of, you know, just general improvements. Okay, hang on. I need to open this up. Ah. Okay, so after construction, I actually want the trade dock because I want that unit storage. Okay, there we go. We'll go that route. That route seems fine. It's really nice to be back, you know, to this game. Like, really, really nice. That tree's got to go, though. And we've got power. I don't remember how to duplicate. Let's see. Another thing, I think the volume is fine. If the volume isn't fine, oh, that's right. I need to unlock the blueprint stuff, if I recall. Well, that's fair. Okay. So once that finishes, we're just gonna go like right over here. We need to remove all of that, you know, if humanly possible. We need to remove that as soon as possible. Well, actually, hang on. Let's remove that first. So. And the reason that I'm not building anything else, like, say, the smelters and the furnace and everything, I'm waiting for the storage units. Well, actually, I don't really have to wait for the storage units. But I'm going to wait for the storage units simply because... Also, we need a dumping ground. Just now sort of thought of that. Probably wouldn't be the worst idea to start getting a dumping ground, you know, kind of somewhere. Start, I don't know. Start building up here. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. But what I'm looking for is... Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so... Yeah, waste is fine. Okay, so it was already set, which is, you know, pretty much normal. Okay. Very cool. All right. And then we will just connect this. Can y'all, like, move, please? Oh, nice. Well, that went quick. Oh, I put this backwards. Of course I did. You know, it kind of irks me that I simply do not remember all the, you know, like the hotkeys and all that sort of stuff. Hang on one second. Oop. Okay, sorry, I know this is bad, but, you know, it's been a couple months since I last played. It wouldn't be so bad if they didn't change everything, though. I have to be honest. The changing of everything is the real, you know, crux of the problem here. Okay, and we're gonna set the recipes, and we only have iron scrap, so iron scrap it is. No, we're not doing that. Okay, so another message in the message center. Oh, maintenance. Right. Well, we should... Oh, no, we do have that, don't we? We just got it. I think. Yeah, we got a trading dock. Hang on, let me hit G here. Yeah, we do have a maintenance building. Where is it? It's not under storage. Ah, there it is. All right, we'll just get ourselves a beautiful, you know, maintenance depot here. Very cool. Okay. And now what we'll do is we will just roll out some assembly. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I'm going to put one of those here. And I'm just going to have this one make mechanical parts. Yep. Because if I recall... Ah! Of course. All right. Yeah, we're gonna need quite a bit of rubber eventually, but oh right, we don't have any conveyor belts yet. Yeah, it's a little problematic, isn't it? Well, they're just gonna have to manually export out, you know, anything, assuming there is any. I don't think there is any with the scrap iron, but that's fine. Cool. So we got waste dumping, and we got that, which is pretty darn cool. And yeah, there's the whole, you know, trade dock thing, but you know, whatever. Now we just need to go to farming. Okay. All right, we'll get 2 farms, mostly because early on they don't really, yeah, they don't really do a whole lot. So, wow, we have no maintenance whatsoever. Really? Yeah, that was kind of bad of us, wasn't it? Oops. Okay. But we're gonna run out, you know, in like 20 years. Nah, not really. It runs out really fast. Another problem that I'm having right now is like I need to readjust how you know, my my microphone arm is. It's very much just in my way, which is a little, you know, annoying. Okay, so the only thing that I want is construction parts. I will have 2 make construction parts, and I will have this guy here make electronics. And that should be more than enough. Should be, anyway. Okay, so we're going to hit G, and that's synthetic rubber. Pretty useful. But what I really want is that. That's what I want. That's the main thing that I want to get to. But we're not going to get to it anytime soon because I'm going to need the beacon. I mean, I don't really need the beacon, but it is nice to have. But you don't, like, need it. Yeah, they don't make a whole lot of potatoes on their own like that, unfortunately. Cool, so we finished maintenance and we finished that. So all we have to do now is harvest 20 potatoes. That will finish. We will collect the reward on that. Yeah, population and unity. I do like the fact now that, you know, they cover a whole lot more. I don't really want to dump waste either. To be honest, main thing I really want to do is... Oh, good. I finally have loose storage. This is very nice because I can just... Oh, right. Really? Oh, come on. Well, at the very least, I can put it really, really close. Cool. And the product will be wood. And this will be coal. Cool. Enable the iron recipe. Okay, so it looks like we're doing relatively okay. I will build a vehicle depot. I'll do it over here. Yeah, this area is going to temporarily be a bit of storage and all that for quite a lot of stuff. Oh, good. Moving all that coal right on out. I think that's just dandy. I want a second research lab. They don't really use a whole lot. You know, old tier 1 research labs really don't do a whole lot. So, might as well go on ahead and use it. Set recipes. I will allow that. Very cool. No workers. You have no more free workers on the island. Yeah, well. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I did kind of like rapidly expand. Yeah. I don't regret that, by the way. Nope. Okay, and we're just gonna go straight down this way. Copper, actually, no, we're not. We only have like one tree harvester, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that pretty much out of the way. I actually remember that being a bit more over here. They really have kind of changed up a lot of this, haven't they? That's cool, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna have to be kind of careful about that. Okay, so layers. So the oil is there. The coal is way over here now. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh well. But hey, you know, we're maintaining a consistent level of basically everything now. What we lack is the beacon. And we are going as fast as possible, so the beacon is coming up kind of soon. And we'll probably use the Unity to boost our, you know, domestic production. Wow, that is a surprisingly large amount there. Yeah, I can't do any of that because I need conveyor belts. Only problem is once again, you know, conveyor belts require copper and they require all this other stuff. So you need so much stuff to get that far. But first, let's just get the basics. And then from there, we can expand. Ain't that nice? We don't have vitamins. We don't have treats. We don't have any of that stuff. But you know what we do have? I tell you what we do have. We have potatoes. I mean, me personally, I love potatoes. I don't really know how I'd feel about, you know, I don't know how I'd feel about just basically only, well, it takes 2 people to maintain a generator. Wow. So we can't really do anything else, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a beacon. I guess I could build the new housing stuff. There's nothing really stopping me from doing that, I guess. I mean, I do have the resources for it, so why not? Wow, they do not take long to just get right on over there, do they? Okay, I'm just going to, let's see, pause that. Yep, that'll allow us to, you know, boost everything. And I would love nothing more, by the way, than to, you know, get a mine and all that other stuff, but we don't really have that luxury. Okay, so I'm gonna have to just carve right into this right here. What is this? Is this quartz, I guess? No. I think it might just be like, you know, rock or something. Titanium ore? No? Interesting. That is a lot of coal. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I assume it's just rock. A lot of rock, by the way. Like an enormous amount of rock. Probably what we'll do is we'll carve out the mountain. And once we've carved out the mountain, then we'll proceed to, you know, do a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay, so we're now researching the beacon, which is really nice. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to quickly get a captain's office. And I guess I'll just kind of put it like right here. Actually, put it right here. Cool. This won't eventually, like, you know, we won't eventually have that anymore. That is largely just in the way, is what that is. Very cool. Not enough workers. Yeah. Shocked. Anyway. The beacon has been completed. Okay, and we will put the beacon, like, right here. Now you can see the trash. What I'm hoping for is to put dirt over top of this. Okay. And now we just have to wait, and then we'll get a bunch of refugees, and we can actually turn all this stuff on. And yeah, it's nice. It's all starting to come back to me now, which is so handy. Okay, so I will build one of these and then two of these, and that should be good. And we just have to wait. It won't be a very long wait, I imagine. The good news is eventually we'll reach a point where we have so many people that even when we're expanding, it won't be too bad. So yeah, shouldn't be bad. We're just playing the waiting game because, you know, it's early into the game. Nice. All right. Hooray. I do like how they bring a little bit with them. And obviously, of course, the rewards are always worth it. Okay, so we definitely do want basic diesel. We're not going to be able to do anything. Okay, so... Oh, that's right. They changed up how... Yeah, that's right. They don't have the brick anymore. It's all just pure concrete. Which, I mean, is, you know, fine. It's not really a big deal. Okay, so I will assign... mining priority. We want iron ore. Cool. Okay, and the other thing that we want to do is we want to go over here and let's see, that's smelting. Okay, it's under terraforming. Okay, and we'll put that there. And then we'll put down a beautiful ore sorting plant, like right nearby, but not too close. And we'll put two of these here, and we're going to edit the area. Oh, I like this. Man, this is a great quality of life adjustment. This is cool. Nice. Very nice. You know what? Yeah, fine. Whatever. That actually pretty neat. Go all the way over and up with it, and all the way over and down. Very cool. All right. And we just wanna level this out. That's all we want to do. Because we're just gonna carve in. I know in the old one, you know, you actually had to do a lot of carving down. They, for some reason, made this quite a bit easier. I mean, I'm not saying it's not still, you know, super dangerous or anything, but, you know, whatever. Okay, cool. And the excavator and everything is going. And we're getting basic diesel. Wow, yeah. Definitely moving a whole lot faster than before. I'm going to get another one of these and 2 more of these. Yeah, output is probably like way full. Farm cannot store everything after harvest. Well, I really can't do anything about that. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Like 600 and some potatoes is like fine. Like I'm not. Okay, so add products to sort. Dirt, iron ore, and rock. Pretty cool. Yep. Now this will obviously accept it, but we want to get rid of all of this first. Okay. Collect rewards. Oh, I guess we can go on ahead and do the stockpiling parts really quick. Oh, cool. We got a liquid dump. Nice. We will need that here in a little bit. We will need it for diesel and all that sort of stuff. I tell you, though, when you get to like the advanced diesel, for those who have never played this game before, that is so nice. And I mean that. Advanced diesel, wow. Super nice. Like, for real. Super, super nice. Which is, you know, just extremely cool. Okay, is this still on? Yeah, it's still on. Alright, yeah. New refugees. Cool, cool, cool. Health and pollution. Planning mode. The Unity tool. Yeah. Copy settings. Pause tool. Cut. Copy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like C and then yes. I love it. There are no new messages. Well, good, because I didn't really want any new messages. Okay. Anyway. I'm very glad we have fluid storage. Super glad about that. I want to get iron. Alright. And then for the unit storage. We will get construction parts. Cool. Okay. And we're just going to go straight to there. Yeah, as much as I kind of want to like go straight for the conveyor belts, I do understand that, you know, there's just some things that we need to do first. Okay. Yeah, I guess they kind of went together, huh? Yeah, they wasted no time. All right, let's get some tree harvest in here. Also, I think I will get a food market. I think I will put 2 food markets here. Yeah, we're also going to have to level this out to give us a bit more room. Although, to be fair, as you upgrade everything, it does get pretty, you know, it gets out there, that's for sure. Okay, we're just going to delete that. That will move all the product, thankfully. Okay, well. What? Oh. Yeah, both of you can accept potatoes, sure. There's no expiration date on it, so cool. And we get more wood. And more coal. Now we're going to need quite a bit. And we are bleeding Unity like you would not believe. So the beacon and the research lab are basically eating up all of our Unity. So I'm going to turn off the... Okay. Oh, I guess food got really... Okay. We'll see how it goes, but I don't need it on literally directly right now. So, okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it was just because of the food thing. Okay, fair enough. I mean, that's a completely valid reason, I suppose, to, you know, get upset about something. What is the cost of this? Oh, just 80 of those? Yeah, whatever. The trees have nothing to harvest. I mean, that's utterly not true, but I will give you something to harvest since you're, you know, so worried about it. Okay, and then we're going to come over here, and we're going to remove all of that. And then I'm going to come over here, and we'll just saw through. I'm trying to make and clear out some room. Seems like a nice idea, you know, to a degree anyway. Okay, we'll turn this on. Yeah, they're very, very busy, we know. Okay, we're getting another small excavator and 3 more trucks. Actually, I think we're doing pretty good. Hang on, I'm gonna put this down randomly. Can I put... No. I just have to build another maintenance building. Yeah, other fun things we'll get eventually somewhere is stuff like... No, not that. Yeah, the fuel station. There we go. Yeah, the fuel station, in my opinion, is actually quite nice. I like the fuel station. Any day you want to finish this is fine by me. Oh, I guess I could turn this on. I don't really have the resources for that, but... Ah! Yep, totally fine. Just dump anything you want down in there. We don't mind. Aw, man, dumping all the slag? Don't do that to me. Yeah, I'm actually a little confused. Where are they putting all that iron ore? Ah! You see, they're throwing it in there, and then they get the slag, and then they're having to, like, manually move the slag around. Okay, so we have concrete now, which is kind of nice. I mean, there's a whole bunch of this right here, so concrete will be fine. Okay, so let's go set up a oil pump. If I recall, 3 of these in the beginning is enough. And then what we'll do is we'll move our stuff over. I really do like, you know, building like a nice, you know, assembly area. That helps so much. It really does. How much is even down in there? A lot, actually. That's a very small plot, but that is a whole... Yeah, see, 60 a piece. Yeah, so I will just need 20 of these here. Well, I don't really know how I feel about this. Can I flip it? I can flip it. Okay. That will work. Actually, you know what? That'll work. I guess technically I could have moved it over one, but whatever. I don't want to interfere with, you know, any of that stuff. It's kind of annoying. And then I'm gonna need coal, because of course we are. Pipes and conveyor belts. Very cool. Now, unfortunately, I've never made anything as beautiful as some of that stuff, but, you know, still. Some of that stuff is, or, you know, yeah, very beautiful. Anyway, waste management. Definitely want that. So, unfortunately, I think I will go this way with it. That should be fine. And then I'm gonna need storage. Right. Eventually I will learn where these things are. Okay. And we're just gonna store this in here. And it'll accept the wastewater. There we go. That way we don't have to, you know, transport as much of it around. We can kind of take our time. I mean, obviously the best thing to do would be to eventually get like a, you know, pipe around here, but I want to fill this in and all. So for now, the trucks will have to do it manually. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from building a piping system, but you know, it's a lot of material, and I just honestly, I don't really feel like, you know, basically removing all those resources for that. Oh, come on now. Say what? Yeah. There we go. Okay. And eventually we will obviously put a loose storage right here. Because of course we will. That thing blinks, drives me absolutely bonkers. Coal and yeah, say 160. We want to try to keep it full. Yeah. So we have most things now. That's actually like really nice. It's extremely handy. Yeah. Okay. Bye. There we go. And the good news is if we built more, we could always just, you know, pipe and maze things around, as one does. As one does. Ah, construction 2 is finishing. And then we're going to go straight for conveyor belts. That's what we're going to go straight for. Luckily, we do actually have a fair bit of copper for whatever reason. Okay, we're going to collect our reward for that. We got new refugees. Actually, that actually kind of makes sense. We probably do have quite a bit of copper because of all the refugees that keep coming in. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but hey, you know, it's a happening. Yeah, it'll balance itself out. Okay, so we're gonna need wow, they really go to town, don't they? Like for real, they really go to town. I like that, by the way. That's super nice. Alrighty. And we're just gonna put this like right there maybe. Pretty cool. And wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull all of that out as soon as possible. Hang on. Nah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. I will give you your, compatible area in a minute. Let me just take a quick, okay. So we just want to Latin first. That part seems extremely important. Cool. Coal. And dirt. And rock. There might be other things here. I don't know. Where is my... Ah, here you are. Hello, little dude. Mining priority. Coal. Well, this is definitely going much better than the first playthrough, even if I am failing horribly at remembering where things are. Yeah, this is still going way better than, previous playthroughs. Okay, so I am going to... Well, no, we're not going to get rid of that, actually. What we're going to do first is we're going to wait until this actually starts producing. And then once all of that actually starts producing, then we will begin to actually, make stuff, do stuff, that sort of thing. So we're just going to go on ahead and start getting some construction parts for the next tier. Seems like a relatively stable of an idea. New refugees, bringing with them a bunch of great, awesome resources. Love that. Love to see it. And the other thing we're going to need is another excavator and 3 more trucks. I like to have a bunch of trucks. It is surprisingly very, handy. Very cool. But the good news is now we actually have the capability and the means to, do various different types of... Well, I was just on logistics. I thought I got... Oh, I unlocked it. Right. I still have to unlock it. Right. Keep forgetting. Will you please finish? Just get rid of this. No? Okay. Well, I think I will just get another one of these. Hang on. I will just put one of these here. And then one of these here. Yoink. Very cool. And then what we'll do is we will rearrange quite a lot of this stuff at a certain point. Okay, so now we just want copper ore for this guy. We'll get it here in a minute, but yeah, it looks like we're getting some coal. It also looks like we're getting an extreme amount of dirt. Like an absolutely extreme amount of dirt. All right. Very, very cool. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to build 2 generators. Alright, that's gonna annoy me. Let me guess. New refugees. How nice. Hooray. I'm going to turn off that beacon. There we go. That was really driving me crazy. I know I could build that differently. I'm just not really in the mood. I'm going to tear it down anyway. You know, we'll eventually get better generators, and then on top of that, we'll actually get, you know, other things that will be extremely important. So that won't be really all that necessary. What in the world? It's a giant rock. Okay. Right, we now have the Assembly 2s, which I will admit, they are a lot better. They require more people, they require more power and all. How is this actually doing? How are we doing on coal, like, historically? Like, how are we doing? Much better. Much better, I might add. You guys are out of, no. You're not actually. Okay, well. Fair enough. Alright. Yeah. Vehicle ramps. Kind of irks me that I have to... Oops, sorry. I have to, like, click on everything in order to... You know, in order to like go to essentially, you know, the next part, it kind of annoys me that I have to like click on it like that. Dump wastewater? We still haven't dumped any wastewater? Really? Wow. Okay, but we've gone past that point now. So at some point, a truck will appear. I would imagine so, anyway. How nice. How many spare trucks do I have? I have a lot of spare trucks. Like, enormous amount of spare trucks, actually. Because one thing that would really help speed this up, and I mean really help speed this up, honestly, would be actually... I'm going to get rid of that. Wait. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Before we do anything drastic here, actually I could like rearrange that, couldn't I? I could rearrange that. Loose storage. All right. Wait, hang on. Okay, we'll make this one coal. And we'll make this one iron ore. Output is full. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, perfect. Because, yeah, all that coal and everything, it's got to go somewhere, of course. Oh, man, we're really running low on construction parts all of a sudden. Upgrade to the next tier. Yep. Well, it just requires double the power and a couple bit more employees. Outside of that, it's pretty good. Why not? I'll add a third one. Wow. Okay, cool. And we just want to keep this full if under 120. No. Yep. That ought to do good. I love how those two farms are really doing marvelous work, by the way. Yeah, the shipyard. Yeah, whatever. I guess it wouldn't hurt to, like, make a whole new, you know, path for all of that, but I don't think it's really necessary at the moment. I'm going to delete this. Okay. As always, most of this stuff is just temporary until we get, you know, other production up and running. So, can these make anything? I guess they can make other stuff, right? No, well, they can, but not really what we were kind of going for there. Okay, so conveyor belts, finally, man, they're expensive. Never mind. Fortunately, I can't afford that, so that's what we're going to do. That is crazy. Like, for real, that was absolutely crazy. Output is still full. Yeah, I guess I'm just not churning through it fast enough. I mean, okay, sure. You know what? Why not? Okay. I need to put this, like, way over here. I mean, 2 of them is more than enough, but I need to, like, move a lot of this stuff around. Wow, I can't believe we're already at the 1 hour mark. That is kind of insane. Excellent. And we're just going to delete both of these. That'll free up some resources. Free up a lot of resources, actually. Yeah, I was wondering, I was like, man, you know, we're kind of losing a lot of our construction material. And then it kind of dawned on me. It's like, well, yeah, of course we are. We basically just eating up everything, you know, making all these, you know, other parts. So, but I mean, again, you know, that's fine. These 2 will, they will do what is necessary. Let's put it that way. How's this holding out? Fine, actually. Everything is just full, so it's not moving, but that's okay. I have 1,000+ potatoes. Yeah, I really didn't want to, like, run out. They really did make this island a lot easier. Like, normally in the old one, if for those of you that remember, you know, it was kind of like right here, and you had to, like, you could get a thin slice of it off the top, but then you basically had to work actually surprisingly pretty hard to get what was left. It was actually quite a bit of work, in my opinion, to... Okay, hang on. Let me do this. Let me just saw all of that out of my way. Like, all of it. I have 99 months of food. Well, ain't that just dandy? But see, eventually this will become, like, vitamins and other stuff. So, you know, we will actually, believe it or not, need all of this. Some of this stuff, like, the waste and other stuff will probably get moved. But... that's fine. It is. It's going to be great. Okay, so now that that is done, this is very much becoming done. It is now time to start actually manufacturing things in much larger quantities. And I think what I'll do... All right, this is almost done. I think what I'll do is I'll actually move all of this over here, and then I'll just conveyor belt a lot of stuff. Or maybe I'll just move all production up above over here. That also seems like a pretty darn good idea if you ask me. Just moving all the production just straight on up, I can totally get behind that. It'll take some time, and you know, I'll lose a bunch of stuff, whatever. I don't care. It's not a big deal. I'll just set those to empty and we'll get there eventually. But we're at the 1 hour mark, so thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit that bell so you guys actually get updates and notifications. And as well, if you guys would like to get early access to my videos, as well as a members-only area in Discord, there is a link down below, as well as a join button. And your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. And I will see you all in the next one. You guys have a good one. Hey everyone, thanks for watching Raven Gaming Labs. Thanks to all the members and viewers who make RGL possible. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified. If you want to become a member, hit the join button or link in the description below. Members get early access to videos, member-exclusive content, and more. As well, don't forget to join our awesome community over at Discord. Y'all have a good one.